Hello and welcome back everyone for another PKHS Ideas Shorts video, the 13th one in the series and the 12th one for this year. And so today what we're going to look at is a game between Bent Larsen and Boris Spassky. This game was played in 1970 in the Belgrade, the rest of the world versus the USSR. And so the first move of the game was b3, followed by e5, bishop b2, knight c6, c4, knight f6, and knight f3. Now this opening is the Nimzowitsch-Larsen opening. This game was played commonly in this era by Larsen and Nimzowitsch. And so the game continued by playing e4, knight d4, bishop c5, and knight takes c6. After which d takes c6 was played, e3, bishop f5, queen c2, queen e7, and bishop to e2. Now what we will do here is look at a positional analysis of this game, of this position. And so in this position we see that white has developed 3 pieces and black has developed 4 pieces over here. Both black and white are going to castle soon, and white will be developing his knight to probably c3. And so the game is quite equal with chances for both sides. The game continued with black playing queenside castles, and then white played f4. Now f4 was a really bad move. The reason is because of knight to g4. Say for instance, if f4 was not played and something else was played, for example, castles. If castles was played, for instance, and knight g4 was played, the knight can be easily chased away by playing f3. And as we saw before, the pawn is not on f4 now, the pawn was on f2 and therefore was able to play f3 perfectly. And so once we go back to f4, the blunder played in the position. The good move for black that was played was knight to g4 as we saw. And so g3 was played by Larsen, after which h5, h3, and now what I want you to do is pause the video for 5 seconds and try to find the positionally best move possible to find the best move in the position. Okay, so the best move in the position is h4. What h4 does is that it positionally opens up white's kingside. In this position, white has a bad pawn over here, and as you can see, black is attacking straight down over here. And so what white played was h takes g4. He fell for the bait. Instead of h takes g4, bishop takes g4 had also been possible. After which bishop takes g4, h takes g4, h takes g3. After which rook g1, and then rook to h1 is an excellent move. Rook takes h1, g2, rook g1, queen h4 check, and king e2. This position is absolutely lost for white because of queen takes g4, king e1, queen g3, king e2, queen f3 check, king e1, and bishop to e7, planning to go bishop all the way here and checkmate. And so that is the reason why bishop takes g4 doesn't work. And so we go back to h takes g4 in this position. After h takes g4, h takes g3 was played, after which rook g1. Now once again what I want you to do is pause the video for 5 seconds or however long you want and try to find the best move in the position. You might not be surprised. This position is not that much surprising because you have seen the best move in the position before and it's one of the same ideas. Okay, so the best move in the position is rook to h1. Now I'll tell you where you have seen this move before. It is in this position after bishop takes g4 instead of h takes g4. And so in this position rook h1 is a good move because it distracts the white rook away from the pawn on g3 as we saw before and opens up the queen's entry square. And so here after they play a rook h1, it's a similar position but with the bishops gone. And so rook takes h1 was played, g2, rook f1. Now what I want you to do is once again pause the clock. Now what I want you to do once again, pause the video for 2 minutes and try to find the move that black played. Okay, so Spassky played queen to h4, check. bringing another piece into the attack. In this position, we see that this pawn is 1 square away from queening, and this queen is going to aid the pawn to queen. And also, he is doing it with a tempo, with check. And so king d1 was played, and then g takes f1 queen. And so Larsen had nothing better to do than to resign, because in this position, after bishop takes h1, bishop takes g4 is played, king c1, queen e1, queen d1, and queen takes d1. And here also, if for example, instead of king to f1, if bishop to e2 was played, queen h1 is also checkmate. So that was a great game which showed not to open up your king too early in the game, and to castle your king as quickly as possible. Notice in this game that white never got the chance to castle. It is because Larsen managed to attack white's kingside quickly and take advantage of the mistake of f4 that Larsen played. Another thing in this position is that how another thing in the position is to appreciate how black managed to open up this H file. By opening up the H file, he was able to get down his rooks and queens really quickly and managed to checkmate the white king. And so if you like that video, please don't forget to go down and press that like button for me. And also please, if you like these videos also and you want to know what's coming up next, please subscribe as well, where you will be getting an email every time I upload a video. And so if you have any questions, please don't be scared to write down in the comment section below any questions that you have. I will be happy to answer them. And so that being said, thank you, and I'll see you next time.